Yes, because despite of a lot of work, I'm still able to socialize with my friends, help my parents with the household chores, and most important thing is, I don't neglect my mental health. We frequently spend our time and energy worrying about how to obtain the things we want because we live our lives focusing on the things we do not already have. We rarely pause to smell the roses because we are such a haste to get there. Instead, we are frequently unsatisfied and take for granted the things that are right in front of us. Being true to yourself means accepting reality as it is. Sometimes we get biased regarding the predicted outcome because we want something to happen. For example, if you claim to know something about or something while actually not knowing it, you are not being loyal to yourself. After making a promise, you do not also make preparations for it. This is also a really important issue that causes a lot of people to feel depressed because individuals have a lot of desires but don't work hard enough to satisfy them. So, they don't, they weep. If they have been honest with themselves and admitted that they do not work hard enough to achieve their goals, they will not feel regret or unhappiness. Thus, staying loyal to oneself renders you impartial. Yes, and I want to share my experience last year, and it was really stressful. A lot of people always gossiping about me, which is not true. It got to the point that where I almost didn't want to get out of my bed, but I'm thankful that I have friends now who have been true to me. And that's when I realized that you don't have to be depressed just because of people who want to destroy your character. Most of the time, because my anxiety attacks only at night. That's why it's so hard for me to sleep early. And I don't know. Yes, however, there are times and periods when I neglect my spouse because they have too many tasks to complete. I am unable to answer at this time if I have adequately taken care of myself. I'm not happy with my body but right now as a result of what I've noticed. But that's okay since I intended to fix myself on the upcoming vacation. Not because I always attempt to remain composed, but rather because I don't let bad things to get me. Yes, one of them is getting the chance to study at college and in the course that I want. This has long been one of my dreams, therefore I'm striving to finish it. I'm worried about failing at anything that I want to do in future, but not because I don't want to experience it. If avoiding is the only option, I'll do so. What I fear is that if I achieve everything I desire, the person I wanted to hope he succeeded will no longer be there. No, because if you genuinely need to let go of something or someone, you shouldn't hold on to it. You will never be happy if you act in that way. These circumstances has happened to me. So I decided to let go of my friendship with my friend rather than hold on to it. My life also grew happier and more serene as a result of what I did. My health is what matters most to me since without it, I won't be able to achieve the things that I want to do or provide for my family. This is why I'm striving to improve it, maintain my physical health, healthy. Yes, and that is expressing myself more because before I used to keep quiet about my problems and I've been now learned to be more courageous about speaking out about how I feel and how I'm feeling. As a result, I am now stronger than before. Yes, practically daily. Perhaps because I'm a cheery person, even when I'm unhappy, I try not to let others see it. When my classmates ask a random questions, I try to answer it as best that I can with the little information I have. And because I can somewhat support them in their work, this tiny little things makes me happier. I don't have anything to work on, and the only thing I need to do is build my character further and grow in the proper way. It is more crucial for me to love since it is believed that if someone sees your love, you will continue to love them because it would be makes you happier. I don't have a single friend who I can completely trust because in my opinion, it's better if you have a confidence in yourself since in the modern world, it's difficult to to um to find who is truly loyal to you. The loss of my father had a profound effect on me since I am a daddy's girl. It was as if half of my life had passed away. It took me so long time to move on because I had to force myself to get up and believe that my father would not be pleased if I continued to be affected by his absence for the rest of my life. I lost the support of being able to talk about my problem in a way that I knew that I wouldn't be judged. I currently want to be able to experience all things pleasant or bad because it's good to go through difficulty because it will make me handling future issues simpler. Hmm. In my opinion, the worst is not being able to attempt as opposed to failing because if you don't try, you're not be able to know if you're going to fail at something straight away, and even if you fail, it is still be okay because you know what to do in your next try. I want them to remember that I am the only one of those people who are true in everything, who are always there when you ask for help, and will always guide you to the good path. Before, I was afraid of being judged by others, but now I have proven that there is absolutely nothing wrong with following or doing the things that make you happy without thinking about what others will say, because they have no right to anyone's life. Just do the things that makes you happier. I love to control the curse myself, but I realize that this is not possible for an individual all the time. Also, it's true that there were many occasions where the current was too strong for me to have my way. To add to the confusion, when I look back at some of the instances long ago when I clearly controlled the curse of my life, I now get the feeling that although I thought I was controlling the curse, I was actually being used as an instrument to shape it that way.